I am a little offended by mainstream religion. Anyone who has seen more than two of my videos knows I'm pretty skeptical about mainstream Orthodox religions. But I do want to say I am interested in spiritual questions. There's a quote by about Joan of Arc, who was charged with making things up in her imagination, who replied that how would God talk to her except through her own thoughts? That raises a question, and I think it's an interesting question, and that is, are we part of God? Is there a separation? Did God make us and then go off and take a vacation and not pay any attention to us except when we commit some sin for which he has some hellfires just for us? That seems like a pretty stupid idea. Um, I think that it's more likely that everything in existence, including thoughts, including feelings, is part of a divine paradigm. And that divine paradigm, something you could call God, I don't think you can give it a gender, um, but you could probably say it's both or many genders. It is an evolution, basically. It's a process. It is consciousness evolving and becoming aware of what it is. And what it is a relationship. It is an ability to feel connected and to care. That seems to me the essence of any true religious feeling. That if we feel this separateness, this separation, this ability to judge other people and find them lacking, we have lost that thread. We've basically isolated ourselves. And an isolated person is isolated. The worst isolation is being isolated from God. But what is God? We don't know. We can only surmise when we look around. We see nature and its prodigious creativity and beauty. We see other human beings and their dramas. We see ourselves if we look in the mirror. If we're capable of looking beyond the surface, we even see our fears, our imaginings, our ideas, our inner self talk. We see all of that and we wonder, where is God in this? The God that we seek is invisible to us because we already have an idea of a separate God, an all powerful male God who judges and punishes. We inherited that idea. And frankly, this is why I'm so skeptical of Orthodox religions, because that is the undercurrent. That is what is assumed, that is the spiritual force that created us and and has the ability to determine if we're good enough or not, and has the ability to punish us if we're not, that is the most ridiculous idea I ever heard. I do believe spirituality is something else. I do believe it has something to do with love. I do believe it has something to do with caring for the world. And if we become more conscious, we will see that we ourselves are agents of consciousness in the body of God. We actually are part of this living, breathing, divine force. And we can attune with that, or we can refuse. A lot of Orthodox religion is actually going in the opposite direction. And that's why I personally don't want anything to do with it. But I do think that there is a divine force. I do think there is a creative intelligence. I do think that there is a divine consciousness and that it is waking up. It's in the process of waking up in this domain, in this paradigm of time. And that's not easy. Most of us miss the point. Most of us are too distracted. We don't really see beyond the veil, and we can't. We're so entranced by this catastrophic world, we can't even see its beauty. Well, I do think that we are coming to a crisis point where consciousness is going to be expanding. Maybe there's going to be a shift towards greater consciousness, and we are part of it. It's kind of a cosmic thing, it's kind of a universal thing, and it's sweeping over the earth. And right before it happens, those who live in fear are panicked and they're really trying to prevent it from happening. So it's just a little thought for this evening and something to think about.